Hi, I'm Eric Roth, Executive Director of the Visual Effects Society. I've been there about 10 years now. And for those of you who don't know what VES is about 3,000 members of the finest visual effects artists around the world. The key word for us as an organization, as well as visual effects as an industry, is global. Everything is global. Global in the sense of that the work is being done everywhere. The quality of the work that's being done everywhere is getting better. And my membership continues to grow, and in a global sense. We now have 9 sections around the world, and without naming them all off now, they are all over the world, and we expect in the next couple of years to add Germany, where we are, China, Japan, and elsewhere as well. What that means is that it's not only is the membership as individuals located everywhere. It's not like they just, every now and again fly into Los Angeles and phone us up and say what's going on. No, what it means is we've set up the opportunity for our local sections to become semi-independent places for everyone in that area to gather together to talk about the craft, to put together events, to figure out ways to network where they are, so that their ability to learn about what the future is going to hold. Because the key thing, one of the key pieces of the conference that we were responsible for putting together, which is kind of a big thing in the industry now, is virtual reality. And everyone wants to know what's happening with VR and AR. And so as we put together some of the sessions here, it's exactly the kind of thing that all around the world people are talking about. And so what I am curious to always do is make sure that the membership feels listened to. The membership has an opportunity to add value to the organization as a whole and to the craft as part of the entire entertainment industry. So as the executive director, I'm in a very terrific seat to watch all this energy that is so creative and at the same time is based in the pure business aspects of the industry. Because for the most part, there are many people, if they want to work, they have to first buy a plane ticket and move to another country. And this is the same thing that's been happening the last couple of years, and it's only accelerating. Some places over the last couple of years, the Vancouvers, Londons, and Chinas, continue to grow really big. And most people who are working now are finding out that probably the best opportunities are in those countries. There's still work in Los Angeles. There's still work elsewhere around the world, elsewhere in Europe, elsewhere in Asia. But right now, for the most part, it's if you want to follow where the work's going, you're probably going to need to think of having a mobile lifestyle. And so the membership is quite cognizant of that. And as an organization, we try to reflect that and try to create benefits for our members wherever they are. Number one, because we represent everyone everywhere globally, the industry is still basically going on as it has been the last couple of years, where it's growing. The demand for the most fantastic visual images and imagery is growing. And the ways the technology is changing that, the distribution systems, and the appetite for it is growing. Where it's done continues to move around the world, so that has not changed. In terms of the tumultuousness and things of that sort, what's happened in Los Angeles, people were finally getting to the point a couple of years ago that it was causing such a huge chaotic change in the business that since then, the last couple of years, people, I think, recognize that it was a tidal wave that was unstoppable, because it was just the worldwide economy combined with individual countries' efforts at supplying tax incentives. And that combination, along with fluctuating currency rates and things of that sort, business went where business went because of the financial bottom line and wherever the talent could meet the demand. So I don't sense the same sense of chaos that existed years ago. That said, California has adopted new tax incentives. And they're going to be kicking in next month in June. And what's going to happen, I believe, is you'll see a lot of the flight of business arrested out of California, but you'll never see the heyday of 1995 back in California because the world is just too global. There are too many talented artists in too many countries with too many opportunities that I don't see how California is ever going to be able to reclaim the space that it did 10 and 15 years ago. That said, the quality of the work everywhere is really getting to the highest order. And I know that people want to just find an opportunity to work. People love the work. People, Visual Effects Society members are the best in the world. And they have an incredible passion for their craft. And people have, found ways to make a life for themselves, to go wherever the work is. And it's very hard because families get split up and because, it's hard to be on the road 6 and 8 and 10 months out of the year. But people have found ways to make it happen. And I suspect that once the California tax incentives kick in, you're going to see a bit more stabilization. We can have this conversation a year from now and we can see what happened. Well, at the end of the day, I am extraordinarily lucky to hold the position that I do. I get to work with the most amazing and talented artists around the world. So at the very core of that question, I'm one lucky guy. And so for me, I am just cognizant of the fact that I try to represent everyone, everywhere, equally. And with that comes, the territory that not everyone will be happy at the same time in every place. So I just try to do my job, represent the members' interest, bring extra value to the membership, keep putting on the kinds of events, and provide recognition to the quality of the work, and just recognize that certain things are out of our control. And as an honorary society, we do not have any leverage or power, whether through collective bargaining or at the state or federal level on tax incentives to direct where business goes. Therefore, we just need to be sympathetic to the fact that there have been huge dislocations, and there have been people who are some of the best in the business who can't find work because they don't want to move 3,000 miles, or they are no longer part of the process of trying to become youthful and younger. So it's a difficult, tough business. And my hat is off to the folks who are able to continually find ways to keep themselves afloat during difficult times. For me personally, I'm just a lucky guy, and I'm very thankful for the position that I have. And whatever stresses and strains come our way, we have a board of directors who talks through these issues, and we try to represent our members as best we can. We're very close to issuing a new set of titles and credits for the industry. We had a committee who spent like a year updating, refining, and defining what these credits should be, and we've been meeting with the studios and various visual effects companies. So very soon we hope to go public, and we'd like to see if there would be a way to standardize the credits for the industry. That's probably the biggest thing. Secondly, we've been working really hard on giving artists access to their demo reels. As folks in the industry know, it's a really difficult challenge to get access to the work that they've done, because so much of it is considered proprietary, and companies or the studios don't want to give artists access, not in any way punishment or anything like that, but because of concerns about things being replicated and interfering with marketing strategies and things of that sort. So we're working very hard on those two initiatives, and we hope to be able to go public with both of them in the next few months. So very excited about that. We've got a number of other projects going on that I'll be able to talk about more in the next couple of months. But it's a very vibrant community with a lot of things going on, because for the most part, these are probably, I think, the most talented people in the industry, and they're restless and they're always thinking, what's next? And as people are looking at the world of VR, people in VES are looking at VR and what comes after that.